Hey everyone, today we're doing a project. Got a bad fader on this M32 and I'm trying out my little stabilizer for my iPhone. Hope it works. Anyway, so channel 7 having an issue with it. So the condition is the fader is not moving as fast to the others, and the cause of that, I believe, is a bad motor. So here's our replacement part today. Usually you can get these in a 5-pack. Unfortunately, I had to buy a single because that's all that was offered at the time. More soon. All right, let's power up and see what's going on. One thing we're gonna watch for, excuse the reflection. Oh, this camera thing is kind of wild. All right. So what we're gonna watch for is setup in this screen right here. God, it's terrible, sorry about the camera work. Underneath version, each of these 8 in, 8 out, those are all the firmware for each piece that's inside this board. So we have fader inputs, fader outputs, that kind of thing. Do some testing. Okay. Now, there is no matrix 7. So, if you see, let's go back to DCA. Looks like 6 is having a little hard time. We might be doing this with 6 as well. All right, there we go. That's the condition, that the faders are not moving at the same speed or at all. Number 7. Yeah. Anyway, let's go fix it. The way we're gonna fix this is we're gonna take all the screws out. Got a bunch around the sides, all the way around the sides, underneath. So half dozen underneath, around the side, and in the back, around the back side of this. Take the screws out and see what happens. First, we disconnect the power, always. This is kind of fun. So in version 4, and I'm on 4.13, down here there's the fast fader option. So I just changed it to this. So what happens? Well, when we go to the fast fader option, oops. Fader 6 is a little slow. Fader 7 is a little slow on the down. Fader 6 is a little slow on the up. Anyway, that's where we are. So it looks like it's working in this one. Maybe I'll buy another fader, and then, so here's the other bank. So you can see this one right here, a little bit slower. Okay, so to change this, go ahead and select, and it's going to reboot. Let's walk you through this real quick because it's kind of fun. So the whole console is going to go dark, and we're going to reboot. The lighting is terrible. So down here, you're going to see resource file, updating fader, left, 1 to 22. Yeah. And then it's going to update middle, which is the middle section of 8. And then it's going to say updating R, which is the right-hand section. The mixer will do a hardware search and look for it'll look for what hardware is installed. Okay, so here we are. We're back slow again. See, there we go. We got a sticky fader. Yep, didn't want to go down. Number 6 doesn't want to go up. Let's go over here. Varying speeds of moving. So I think the fast fader option is going to be what we use. And then at that point, I'm going to go ahead and order some more faders. And we will, let's go down here. Reboot option, fast faders. Set. Yes. Here we go. All right, a couple more things as we fix this up, getting it ready for show tomorrow. Got some issues with the encoders. So I'm rotating here, and it's just not, these are not smooth. You know what I'm saying? We should be getting more out of this than we are. So encoder 1 and 3. This one is having issues. Let's go over here. Anyway, we're having some issues with the bottom ones as well. So what we're gonna do, let's go over to monitor level. Phones, these are analog. This is analog. These are all analog, so they're not gonna have issues. The rest of these are all digital encoders. So what that means is they spin continuously. It's detected by motion. And if it's not working right, well, then we got problems. See that? Should be a lot smoother. So let's get some DeOxit in there. Clean these things out. This is the stuff I use. Here it is opened up. There are 2 pegs at the very front of the mixer that the top kind of pivots on once everything's unscrewed. So the back of the encoders, this circuit board right here is what we're going to remove. Let's take this off. Now most of these plugs here are single. They only go on one side. In case you're wondering how this is propped up, I used a mic stand. Boom. Go right in that little cubby there. Hook it on there, you're good to go. That's it. Knobs are back on. Always double check plugging your stuff back in. Very, very careful. You don't want to bend these pins. Okay? Do not bend the pins. There we go. This one has a little tab. This one does not. All right, let's fix that fader. All right, to do this right, we're gonna put this thing on end. I'm not gonna film while I do this, but you'll find next to the motors there's a Phillips head screw. On the other side, there's a Phillips head screw. I've already taken the mogul plug out. I will do this off camera for safety. Okay, we're all done. Condition. We had a fader not working. Cause, probably a bad motor. Correction. Replace the fader. And confirmation. We need confirmation that it worked. So, this is our fader. Oh. Working just fine. As you can see, we're going to have to replace number 6. We're not going to do that today. Other issues we had were the encoders were not working very well. You know what? They're not working at all. See this? Got nothing. So, obviously we didn't fix it. Let's take it apart, fix the problem. Okay, since we don't have the this section working. Let's go through the boot sequence. I'll show you what the mixer does when it doesn't find those controls. So watch the bottom here. Let's see what it says. See this loading? Not found. There we go. That's what we're looking for. So what it's seeing, it's not seeing these controls. The firmware is expecting to see the controls, not seeing the controls. That's what that not found meant. So I'll take it apart, get some power to it, and we'll start it up again. Once again, we had this whole section up here not working. What's the issue? I forgot to plug these two back in. Let's plug them in, and we'll start this up again. Be very, very careful not to bend the pins. I'll do this off camera. Again, boot it up. Let's look for the firmware. CH edit not found. That's what it'll say if it doesn't see it. Loading. Resource file. CH. Oh, we're fine. And now we're lit up. Everything's working. Oh, look at that. Nice and smooth. Let's go to something we can actually... Oh, that Caig DeOxit is wonderful. That's just great stuff. Let's go here. You see how smooth these are? Everything's working and happy. Let's reset the board and send it out.